Okay, you clicked on this video to get more energy. No BS, we're going to get straight into it. Now, before I talk about the 5 things that are preventing you from actually leaking your energy, the most important thing you need to understand is that sometimes you don't have to add more things to give you energy. Sometimes in Chinese medicine, that when you're weak, you need to have some tonics to make you stronger. However, in this modern day, when we're over flooded in so many things that we need to do, like take more supplements, take more vitamins, make sure you do that cold shower, do that morning routine that takes ages to do just to feel a little bit better and you're not sure whether or not it works or not, then this is the video for you, and we're going to explain how you can get more energy by actually doing less. Because think of it this way, your body needs less baggage in order to feel lighter so it can feel better, because less is more. Number 1, the first thing you need to remove right now, and this is something you do every single day, is removing your cold and raw foods. Yes, your salads, make sure you cook them, please. Cold foods, meaning even if it's not really warm, those type of foods, remove it, heat it up. Basically, what you want to do is make sure you've kind of warmed up the food already before you ingest it, so your body doesn't have to warm up again and then digest it and really break it down. By warming it up and heating it up and cooking it, you've allowed your body to digest and absorb it at a much faster rate, so your body doesn't feel bloated or tired or heavy afterwards. Okay, number 2. Caffeine. You guys are crazy. If you're 4 coffees deep and it's like 3 p.m. and you're watching this, you have a problem. Go get some rest, because we all know that you don't suddenly get a burst of energy by having caffeine. Caffeine is borrowing your energy, so making sure that you're not overusing it like a drug, because man, I'm telling you, caffeine is a drug, and when you're on it for such a long period of time and you're just borrowing and borrowing energy, what's going to happen is you're going to wake up feeling tired the next day just to repeat the cycle. So no, it's not about removing caffeine, it's learning how to use it and when to use it, and don't push yourself so much. Because in traditional Chinese medicine, caffeine is a stimulant. It makes you more alert and perform better cognitively. However, if the reason you're feeling tired is because you're not eating well, you're not sleeping well, you're getting really stressed, well, what's happening there, you're screwing yourself over by forcing yourself to not fall asleep and supercharging your nervous system while not addressing the reason you're feeling tired, which is not sleeping well. What the hell? So what ends up happening according to traditional Chinese medicine is that your liver, your gallbladder, your heart, they're all overactive, leading you to feel more stressed and more tired and more anxious and irritated and frustrated. That's what's going to happen to you. Number 3, removing the rest out of your rest times. You heard me. When you get tired or lethargic, usually there's 2 types of patterns in traditional Chinese medicine: the deficient type and excess type. Okay, the deficient type is the ones where you're chronically ill and you feel sick, and no matter what, you feel better when you rest. We get that. That's when you're very, very sick. You have to rest. That's good. That's reasonable. However, the excess type, tiredness or lethargy, that's the type that you need to take more action. You got to move, you got to walk, you got to exercise, because you're feeling slow and heavy because everything is stuck in your body. In traditional Chinese medicine, that can be related because your qi is blocked up, or there could be dampness stuck in your system. Dampness, we'll get into a different topic, but that's just kind of like waste stuck in your system. So when you start feeling slow and heavy, you need to move more. That could be just because you ate too late last night and your body feels heavy and can't digest it and you wake up feeling groggy. Move. Just keep on moving and get some exercise in to make sure you don't feel heavy and tired. Number 4, what you need to remove is the to-do list in your head. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect, that your brain tends to remind you about the things that you haven't completed rather than the ones that you do. So that's why probably you're in the toilet and you're thinking, oh, I should probably do my laundry. I should probably kind of get this book done. And probably even when you're in the shower, like these shower thoughts pop up of, did I leave the oven on? Like all these things. So you never remind yourself about the things that you have done. You always think about the things you haven't done. And guess what? People that are overthinkers, chronic overthinkers, they constantly think about what I need to do next. What do I need to do tonight? What do I need to do at the end of the weekend? And guess what? This puts your body into a state of overdrive. Think of it. If your computer is overloaded with a bunch of browsers and programs, your computer is not going to run well, and it's just going to run really, really hot, and eventually it's going to break down. And that's your body. So what do we call this in traditional Chinese medicine? This kind of pattern tends to be called liver qi stagnation. Okay, so the liver in traditional Chinese medicine is kind of smoothing the flow of things that irritate us, that we have to think a lot about. And if you block that up, you're going to be in a very, very bad time, because what's going to happen is that's going to make you irritated, tense, tight, and very, very uncomfortable. Last thing you have to remove is your phone. Pause. Phone, first thing in the morning. I'm not saying you can't use your phone, because first thing you do in the morning, you need to see is not the blue light and the light from your phone. The first thing you need to see is sunlight, because in sunlight there is yang qi, and the yang qi in the morning is more gentle, but it allows your body to be absorbed much easier. So you go out there, you take a breath of fresh air, you praise the sun, you absorb the sun, you just bathe in it, just let the sun just shine on you, just suck all that sun in, okay? And what that does is going to let that yang qi course throughout your body, and it's going to set you up for the rest of your day. And if you don't do that, and you look at your phone and you're just chilling there, you're going to constantly be hit with fake dopamine and constant stimulation, and you feel miserable afterwards. Make sure you bathe in the glorious sun to get that morning hit of natural yang qi. Okay, quickly summarize what we learned today. Number 1, removing the cold raw foods out of your diet. Number 2, removing excess caffeine. Number 3, removing the rest, so moving a bit more. Number 4, removing the to-do list, the Zeigarnik effect, okay? Make sure you get those things down onto a piece of paper instead of constantly thinking your way out of it. Number 5, removing the phone early in the morning so you can get more sunlight early on. You do all of that, I guarantee you, consistently do it for 30 days, and you watch your life change. In traditional Chinese medicine, it's all about making sure that less is more. Simplicity at its finest, and make sure to interact with the people around you and with nature, and move a bit more, and keep your emotions chill. All right, if you'd like to learn more traditional Chinese medicinal content, give it a subscribe, like, and put that bell notification on. Do take care, and peace. Bye.